Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 Part 32. In the previous video, we finished our sewer adventures. We met up with the Youngster, rescued him and Sully, but on our way out, we had to be rescued ourselves by Estelle and Ellie, which, I mean, I'll admit, I'm a vocal critic of getting saved in cutscenes, but Estelle gets a pass, alright? Ellie, you know, you're on thin ice, but Estelle, I mean, she gets a pass. Come on, you can't be mad at Estelle. She's the greatest. I do kind of wish we got to see that fight, though. I don't know. I mean, there's like a part of me that's like a 2v2 fight where you control Ellie and Estelle fighting Sal and Lau. That sounds really cool on paper, but then I'm like, ugh. Two-person fights are... Well, honestly, really, they haven't been that bad in the series since Sky. Like, they were really bad in the Sky games. Like, a lot of those 2v, like, two-person fights, and you just had, like, Estelle and Joshua, or Estelle and Annalise, or Estelle and any other character. Like, I feel like the combat's at its best the more characters you have, or at least when you have a full party. But I do think it would be kind of cool. And plus, I mean, I'm trying to think, what other two-person fights have there been? I mean, there was the Reen-Sharon fight in the last game that was fun. I guess that's really the only one. I feel like there was another, but I'm not sure. Like, I think that could have been kind of fun. And plus, fighting Sal, I mean, I would be very disappointed if we didn't fight him at some point in this game now that they've kind of set him up as a potential enemy, or like as an enemy. But we do have this quest here, but let's talk to everyone first, or at least everyone in the building. We'll organize an info from council meetings predating the annexation of Crossbell. We gotta get them all in order. Let's see, the last one was 1204. Sorry, I spaced out for a minute there. Come on, Pete, get yourself together. That was a strange reaction. It's complicated. A lot of people have mixed feelings about what happened back then. Even so, that reaction did seem a little unnatural. I'm surprised Yuno doesn't know Pete. I got myself a dream job I'm working towards. There's someone I really look up to. I want to help this town's citizens just like he did. That's why I gotta throw myself into my work and my studies. Someone he looks up to. Come to think of it, this building used to be the Grimwood Law Office. I wonder. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, they didn't really... Grimwood was kind of... I mean, he's not really painted as a bad guy in, Azure. I mean, he is, because at the end of the day, regardless of what you think about his plan with the Azure Tree, he murders Guy in cold blood, basically. And he doesn't... There's not really much of a defense there. Like, at least Arios, I was able to galaxy brain a reason why Arios is still kind of okay, but... Or, which is, I mean, is weird, right? Because I was very vocally against Arios for the entirety of the Zero and Azure Let's Plays. Like, even up to the finale, I was still anti-Arios. And it was only when I was doing the discussion video that I kind of came to appreciate actually how well done Arios' character is. In the sense that, which is why, like, maybe, maybe, like, your fate isn't sealed, Muse. I mean, it kind of is. But, like, I'm not so biased against a character that I won't change my mind, right? And I just, because I mean, Arios was kind of like the Muse of, Zero and Azure, where he was the perfect character. He had no flaws until it was presented that he basically, it was all a lie. It was just a perfectly calculated facade, or, you know the word, facade. I wanted to say it wrong because there was, you know, that's one of those words that, like, most people my age were probably introduced to it via Pokemon. The move in 3rd generation that you get from Norman. And of course, me being a kid, I called it facade because that's the way it's fucking spelled. And I was like, I don't know, 6, 7? And so sometimes, even though I know that's not how you say it, it still will slip in. And I want to call it facade instead of facade. Or like a mix of the two. That was kind of a weird tangent. Grace has been covering political economics and Rains is writing pieces about the military. The two of them have the potential to turn out great articles. It's a crying shame we're so understaffed we can't work together. Guess it'll be a while until we can see that team in action again. Basically, suffice it to say, I mean, it's not that like, I mean, all characters can be redeemed, maybe, at least in terms of their character development, but Muse is at the point where she would need a ton of character development jammed in the, like, this game, like, so much to make up for it. We've read this one, right? Yeah, because this is the one from Nielsen. Alright, what's up? Hello there, Class 7. I hear you've been getting yourselves into trouble again. You know that already? We probably have Yona Seiko to sake for that. Every good journalist needs reliable sources. Anyway, sorry to bother you when you're so busy, but I have a favor to ask. It'd really mean a lot to me if the famous Class 7 could lend me a hand. Are we famous? With what, may I ask? I don't think this is going to be a pain. It's like this, I'm working on a pretty important piece right now, and I'm way too busy to get all the information I need on my own. So maybe you could go ask around for me, I'll make it worth your while. Will you? You will not be able to leave the city until it's completed. Alright. Of course, you can always help a friend in need. Please, open your eye, lady. And what is it to get information you want us to gather? I need some responses to this opinion survey. Look into responses from Crossbellians, recent immigrants from Erebonia, and military personnel aren't our recent immigrants from Erebonia and military personnel aren't our target audience here. And the big question is, what do you think of the national mobilization law? And then, if anyone replies in the negative, you take this gun and you shoot them instantly. What? That doesn't sound like something you'll be allowed to write about. You're probably right. But I can get around it. There's no need to spell out the results directly, I can just hint at them. Besides, I'm kind of curious what the people really think. Is that so? I don't know if anyone from Erebonia is going to like what you're trying to do here. Not to mention, Crossbell will be right near the front lines if this war does break out. How do you go about conducting the survey, if you don't mind me asking? Just get out on the street and ask anyone who's willing to talk. Mention you're with the Crossbell Times. We still have some credibility here. I've already covered West Street myself. So if you could ask around Central Square, the Entertainment District, East Street, and the Harbor District, that'd be perfect. I need 10 responses total. 2 from East Street and the Harbor District, and 3 from Central Square and the Entertainment District should do the trick. Got it, we'll head out then. So we just need a sample of 2 or 3 people from each of the 4 districts. This shouldn't be difficult. Remember, we can only ask people who are originally from Crossbell. Kurt, you think I don't know who's from Crossbell? Okay, so the survey I want you to carry out is titled, what do you think of the national mobilization law? You could ask the people outside at Central Square, the Entertainment District, East Street, and the Harbor District. That'd be really great. I need 10 responses in total, 2 from East Street and the Harbor, 3 from the Central Square and the Entertainment District. That reminds me, I never checked. Can we go to Station Street? Oh, okay. I was like, I know you said we couldn't leave the city, but can I at least leave the building? Because we didn't actually come in through the normal entrance, right? So I didn't even think to check over there. Yeah, I don't know if we could have come here earlier. I mean, I guess. I wonder if we could check. It didn't even really occur to me. See, this is... yeah. Take me to dang old square. Oh yeah, well... we'll just pretend we talked to everyone here. Oh, that's why you weren't here. Alright. Whoa, everyone's so noisy. I've been away for so long, the city's gonna take some getting used to. Is it even worth going home at this point? Maybe I should just keep moving. I think I've seen that lady around our apartment building before. Excuse me, aren't you Ryu's sister? Oh, hey, Yuna. You're back in Crossbell, huh? Heard you'd gone to some school in Erebonia. Yeah, well, a lot of stuff happened, you know, end of the world and all that. Sounds like she's out of the loop. I guess that makes sense given how much time she spends traveling. Now, this is probably none of my business. After all, I haven't seen you in, what, 6 months? But with all this stuff about the war on the horizon, be careful not to push yourself too hard, alright? Right, thank you. 6 months, huh? Some things never change. I wonder where she went this time. Given everything that's going on, I'm sure my family's worried. I should check on them. Sheesh, was Crossbell always this crowded? There's just way too many people all of a sudden. That one was probably from the person who had to write all the Crossbell's dialogue. Like, why the fuck are there so many NPCs? Jesus Christ. All the trains that come to the station these days are military units. Even the biggest railway buff needs some variety, you know? All these things do is transport materials. Boring. Wish I could set eyes on that stunning silver beast of the Lion emblem once more. He must be talking about the Durflinger. Hard to imagine ever having another chance to, but it'd be nice to ride with everyone and visit a bunch of places like we used to. Oh, train of my dreams, where can you be? That gleaming silver sheen, shining like the light that lives within my heart. Word on the street is that Kate's been cozying up to the Imperial Defense Force. I won't believe it unless I hear it from her myself. Can't seem to get any time alone with her lately, though. She'd never betray those guys and go over to the Governor General's side. I think I've seen this guy talking to Lloyd before. Yeah, he's Lloyd's best friend. Those rumors about Kate can't be true, right? Stuff I'm hearing about Kate is true, then. Nah, she'd never betray those guys and go over to the Governor General's side. I couldn't believe my luck getting posted to Crossbell. I thought I'd finally get to see Arkansas perform. When you know it, their leading lady's not around, so all shows are canceled. I wish we're getting some culture. Don't they have understudies here? Yeah, what if we just went to the college? This leads Ursula Road. We should stay in the city for now. Yeah, okay, whatever, Una. Alright, fine. Time loop over. Since Una isn't a true protagonist, she can only maintain her time powers for a short period of time. She can only bring us back for a brief instant. Looks like there's railway cannons over at Tangram Fortress now. Having 2 of them trained on us was bad enough, but now the Republic's got 8 pointing their way. I don't care how technologically advanced the Empire is. They should be making terrible weapons like those. Oh my, why is everyone in Crossbell so fucking based? I'm grateful for airborne its technology to a point. We wouldn't have trains without it. But just because they can make those awful weapons doesn't mean they should. Exactly. Oh my god. Just you wait, Cargo. I'm gonna find you. To start, I guess I'll hit up every city with a train station and search it from top to bottom. And this is the same dumbass who took the wrong train and got himself totally lost. He probably did the same thing again. You mean during the Civil War? Weren't you the one that made the mistake there? Cram it, Goggles. The point is, I know Cargo better than anyone. He's alive and he's got to be somewhere, and I'm just gonna find out where. I don't have any clues. I gotta hit every city with a station and search from top to bottom. Just you wait, Cargo. I'm gonna find you. I do like the extra little Machias dialogue. I didn't even think about the potential connection there. But, I feel pretty good about actually bringing Machias. It took forever to get permission to report on Tangram Fortress. All sorts of hoops to jump through these days. Working as a journalist has never been this rough. I need to think of a plan soon. I think you can actually see his picture on his ID. Even though he has, like, more blue hair in his ID photo. I can't remember. Does Grace know that Reigns is a spy, now that I think about it? Because honestly, I'd kind of forgotten that Reigns was, her partner in Zero and Azure. I think she knows. I really don't remember. If, or, I mean, he's not really a spy, right? He's just a private I mean, really, he's more like a detective in a lot of ways. I mean, he works for an investigation agency. But yeah, this is I was like, I kind of got confused. I'm like, are we still back in time, or? Well, I remember the heroes, but for some reason I still can't remember their names. I think it was Boyd and Nellie and Theo and Andy. This doesn't sound right. Theo? a mixture of Fee and Theo. Nellie. Ellie plus... I don't know, are there any characters with N names? I don't think so. If it was Melly, it could be Machias and Ellie. Oh god. Oh, no. What is it, Boy? I don't think people are called Hazy and Moel, too? No, that's not it. Meow. And... also, what? Oh, you're for our quest. I was like, why do you have red exclamation points, though? And I miss Wazzy, man. Working at the art factory ain't bad, but I can get out there where the real men are. First I gotta eat. Wahaha. Totally stoked for my life on the line for the sake of our glorious empire. Time to throw myself into training. Gotta be all I can be. First I gotta eat. Wahaha. Wahaha. Kind of think of it, you only ever talk about Rufus these days. Is Arios not your type anymore? Hard to say passionate about the guy when I haven't seen him in so long. Also, I'm kind of into Prince Cedric now. Okay, maybe not every Crossbellian's based. Oh, nice. He is so dreamy. This dude's like they're off in their own little world, but at least they're locals. Hey there, ladies. Doing a survey for the Crossbell Times. So you can help me out? The group polled Pruna and Linley on whether or not they agree with the National Mobilization Law. What's that? Yeah, well, I like the Governor General and the Prince and all, but that's not really the issue here. Since they passed that law, I've been like on edge all the time. Everyone has. I'm super against it. Yeah, I heard Rufus was involved in that Yorma what's-her thing, so put me down as an I don't know. Thanks, see you around. Okay, so 1 against and 1 undecided. Actually, that's 2 against, as far as I'm concerned. Manipulation by the poll collector. They'll never know about it. I never see Arios around town anymore. Whoever branded him as a criminal has a lot to answer for. Well, I mean, technically he is a criminal. I mean, I did just say I'll defend Arios as a character, but I mean, he probably should serve a little prison time, if we're being completely honest. Even if Farabonne wins the war, Crossbell's economy is going to take time to recover. Man, just thinking about it this way feels wrong. That guy's a local by the look of it. Excuse me, do you have time to answer a few questions with the Crossbell Times? The group polled Ralph on whether or not he agreed with the National Mobilization Law. Are you even allowed to ask questions like that? It's not treason or anything? Well, I do think it's going to have an adverse effect on the economy. Just the other day, a colleague of mine got conscripted. That's one less employee at our office and still a ton of work to do. Given the circumstances, I can see why things have turned out as they are, but in the end, I'm still opposed to the whole idea. Thank you, that's very helpful. That's 1 against. Once I get my marching orders, there's no guarantee I'll survive this war to the end. What do my family do if I never come home? You're probably... okay, you're not fine, honestly. Because unfortunately for you, if you go to war, it's going to be off-screen, and then... I mean, the jury's still out on what happens to people off-screen. Huge bell unearthed in Crossbell State, also known as the Great Bell of the Sun, based on the ruins where it was excavated. It is believed to be from the Middle Ages, but no further details are known. It does remind me how they never even, like, really explained why the bell was needed to open up the Grawl, considering that wasn't, like, part of the prophecy. How did they know they needed the bell? Speaker McDowell's passing all kinds of legislation to put more checks and limits on the state. At this point, we won't be able to stop the war, so I guess he's just doing whatever he can. He's turning 74 this year, I think. Even with the help he gets from his granddaughter, he must have a ton of willpower to keep working this long. Speaker McDowell's turning 74 this year. Even with the help he gets of his granddaughter, he must have a ton of willpower to keep going on for this long. I'm Officer Wilhelm. At times like these, really admire the resolve of the Imperial Defense Force, so you can tell their patriotism is the real thing. That's how it ought to be. An army needs heart. The most pure and noble troops are all those who guard the Governor General Dorcas Tower. I think our soldiers can learn a lot from them. Shut up. Even getting goods from the Republic wasn't a problem not long ago if you have the right connections. That line of supplies totally dried up now. It's not all bad, it's getting a lot easier to import stuff from the other 8 metropolis cities. Like, we got a bunch of salt. I don't know what to do with it, but they just keep sending me frickin' blocks of salt. I can't stop thinking about those rare eastern ingredients used to get from Calvert. These days it's easier to get goods from the other 8 metropolis cities, but I assume it's the way things were. It's strange, I haven't been able to get a hold of any ketchup lately. My meals feel so barren without it. Oh, come to think of it, that's what's made in Calvert. Shortage makes sense then. Eating products made by the enemy would just be unpatriotic. Yeah, freedom fries. That's what we'll call them. Freedom fries. Oh, man. Calvert invented ketchup? Wow. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe Calvert are the good guys. I mean, I guess they technically are. I mean, I don't know. Calvert's kind of been weird thus far. Well, they've always been painted in a better light than Erebonia. But, you know, they're also not, like, completely blameless. Can't say I'm in favor of the war, but that's reality. I can't do anything to change it. I'm trying not to overthink it. I mean, what are the chances of fighting actually reaching town? Mr. Southwark, you've been ordered to detain you for the duration of the war. From this moment forth, you'll be treated as a prisoner of war. Do you have any questions? Yeah, can I not have that happen to me? I thought it was a lot of one-day reprieve. That's right, he still needs time to think. Is this woman your partner? Don't tell me you're planning to leave together and seek asylum in a neutral country. That's not it. Let me make myself clear. You have two options remaining. Stay and be detained to His Majesty's pleasure with the other POWs. Refuse and you'll be shipped back to Calvary by force. I know it's a hard decision to make, but we've given you all the time we can. You only make it worse by stringing it out any longer. Well, I mean... I feel like... I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say that, like, of course, being shipped to Calvert isn't, like, a huge, like, burden. But, I mean, if your options are be in Erebonia but in prison, or be in Calvert and not be in prison, I feel like I'd take the Calvert one. It's a hard decision to make, but we've given you all the time we can. You're only going to make it worse by stringing it out any longer. Leave or remain. Which will it be? Alright. I've decided I'll stay. You can take me to the Detainment Center. Only, can you give me a moment to say goodbye? Make it quick. Southwark? Janetta? Well, what can you do? They're being pretty rough with him. I don't like it. Be that as a man, we can't afford to interfere here. But, like, what if we just crack some skulls? I'm sorry, Janetta. I promise I'll return someday. I know, I'll be right there to welcome you back when you do. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along, move along. Alright, it's just fascism at play. Sorry, Janetta. Promise I'll return someday. Hey, I know you're like being shipped off or whatever, but can I get that new Imperial Chronicle real quick? Can I just sneak right by you to get? Let me just grab this Mishy plush. Oh, sorry, officer. Crazy out there. Also, can you throw in a sedative as well with my Mishy plush? All right, see ya. Oh, man, I love that you can still shop while the dude's being like fucking sent to the internment camp. Back in my youth, I moved from Erebonia. I thought I had more freedom that way. But the Empire's really tightened its control on Crossbell lately. Sometimes I wonder if I'm any better off than before. I don't plan on leaving though. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Yeah. Alright, whatever you say, buddy. Crossbell's changed a lot these last couple of years. Some of these changes have been pretty extreme. It's exhausting trying to keep up. Demand for goods in the Republic hasn't died down at all. Unfortunately, we were forced to discontinue every last one of our Calvardian products. There aren't any plans to order more anytime soon. I always thought fashion was a universal language. I feel so powerless now. Hello, Mr. Bench. I was real surprised to hear they were putting the 3rd and 4th Divisions in charge of protecting our homeland. Shouldn't be a problem, though. They just got to watch and learn from the 1st and 2nd. We know a thing or two about defending the capital. 2nd Division skills are on a whole different level. We'll prove it out in the field. Yeah, sure. Really wanted to get more people excited about my products, but I guess that's not going to happen. Oh well, nothing I can do about it now. Best I can do is head back to Le Mans and make use of the sales data I managed to gather there. Next time I come here, I'll have a brand new lineup to appeal to Crossbellians. I will say that this whole Southwark scene is it's a really nice touch. Like, especially, you know, kind of having been talking to those NPCs for, you know, 4 games now, basically. I'm from Reef here originally. I went home for a while when Crossbell got its independence. It was good to see my family and tell them I was safe, but it felt like running away. So I came back. This is my home now, and I'm staying put. Least I can do for all the friends I have here. I need to pay them back for all they've done to me over the years, or for me over the years. I have so many friends here in Crossbell. I need to pay them back for all that they've done for me. Sounds obvious. We're getting more and more customers with ties to the military. What with all the requisition of supplies, our sales have gone through the roof. Getting that promotion's gonna be a cinch for me. Is that everybody? Balloon guy! Barely any tourists these days. Barely anyone to give balloons to. I just keep asking myself, how did this happen? How did we let it happen? The existential dread of the balloon guy. Oh my god, he's so sad. Look at what you fucking did to him, Arabonia. Look what you fucking did. When it comes time to eliminate Osborn, hopefully, I mean, of course, he's gonna get the ultimate redemption arc and everything he did was, like, for the greater good. But, like, if that doesn't happen, before we fucking send his ass to the Shadow Realm, show him this picture. It was for Balloon Guy. For his smile. Where is it? I can't find my brother's brooch. Ah, that's why you've been retracing your steps. Time for the junior SSS to do their stuff. Hey, it's just me, or have we had more cases like this lately? Yeah, I thought that too. People are losing important things left and right all of a sudden. It's really weird. Huh? It's nothing. We'll handle it. Finding lost items is our specialty. Want to help us look? Maybe one day we'll get to graduate to collecting cats like real heroes. Yeah. Reminds me, we haven't had our cat quest yet. You can leave this place to us. We're the Junior SSS. Finding lost stuff is no problem for us. Keep the town safe until you get back. It's the least we can do. Her Towers is gonna go help the army too. We should go see him off when we're finished here. Yeah, let's do it. Mailing's counting on us. I was on an errand. I dropped the brother my brooch gave me. I told him I'd be careful with it, but gotta find that brooch. I mean, why can't I help? I want to help find the brooch too, man. You know, I'm getting offers from Clyston to buy this place. Figure they quoted me was crazy high, but I turned them down. They pointed out how I might not be able to keep up with my employees have to join the army. Can't say they're wrong about that. But most of our major shareholders are in Le Mans and Libero. I think we can trust them to do right by us if it comes to that. Clyston Co. are really pulling out all the stops. They're fooling themselves and they think it'll be enough to crush this store though. We're not going anywhere. Oh my god, he's based. I just can't stop saying it, man. I was planning on getting a part-time job so I could buy all the orbital gadgets I wanted after my school life settled down. Now I have to throw away all that to join the army? It's like some kind of bad joke. At least I'll still be earning money, though. As long as I make it home alive, I might be able to buy that orbital camera I've been dreaming of. That's... I don't know how to feel about that. I think that's incredibly sad. At least I'll make some money in the army. Like, oh yeah, if I don't die in the biggest war in the continent's history, at least I'll get a shiny new camera. Oh my, these survival goods are a real bargain. I should buy some just in case. I like to look at this orbital radio, but what color should I go for? Black, blue, yellow? There's so many to choose from. Can't hurt to be prepared for the worst, so they say. Perhaps it would be best to pick up one of each. What are these supposed to be? The world may never know. They're $3.90, whatever they are. That's pretty freaking cheap, man. Hell, I'll take 6. It's a machine. Ah, yes. Hello, may I have one machine, please? Ah, okay. What flavor would you like? Purple? Yes, purple. That sounds good. It's got freaking 3 out of 4 stars? Holy shit. Oh, these are only 160. Well, what's the difference? What's the price? Wendy! Hey, what's the difference in the purple and blue flavor of machines? Oh, shit. I don't know, man. I just work here. Can't hurt to be prepared for the worst, that they say. Perhaps it'd be best to pick up one of each. The boss really loves this store. He used to run it all on his own and wasn't always on best terms with Wendy either. But now he's got more time to make plans and think about all the new ways he can help our customers. I'm so stoked to be working with such a considerate guy. That reminds me, whatever happened to the storyline with, like, her dad, like, stalks her? Like, he's always just hanging out in the Orbital store? What happened to that dude? Even Oscar got pulled in for the draft. I never pictured that coming. It's hard times for everyone. Well, we all gotta do whatever we can to make things a little better, right? I mean, we could... Okay, that's a pretty big increase. It's like literally twice as good. Alright, welcome to... Man, if you told me I'd ever buy a Defense 3 willingly and equip it, I would have called you fucking insane. But I mean, the Mockster, I mean, he's kind of strapped. Look at the time. I should be getting back to my training. I don't want the CO to chew me out for being late again. Yes, I would love a funny triangle. Yes, I love funny triangles. I mean, I can buy a clock for, let's say, 200? You can buy a dang old clock or light, I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be, for 200? Less than the price of a frickin' tomato? What the hell? I mean, I guess it's not that unusual, but like, those are still like a new invention in the world. We talked to you, right? Yeah, Ralph. Even if everybody wins the war, Crossbell's economy is going to take time to recover. Oh, I never went to the cafe. And I still have to go to the weapon shop. Oh my god, there's so many places to go. It's so easy to get lost. We're 30 minutes in, we've done one district. Schlurp? Speaker McDowell is working around the clock to help improve Crossbell, or so they say. Fortunately, his efforts haven't borne any fruit as of yet. I still have to admire him, negotiating with the Governor General to try and make things better for us regular citizens. But will all that be enough? Even if all of us get behind him, I have a feeling it'll take more to actually get the government's attention. Yeah, like what if he suplexed Rufus? What if he said, you know, I'm not so old that I still can't put you across my knee, boy, and then fucking suplexed him. That's Celtio. I thought he was finally showing some improvement. He turns around and makes another weird dish. That's this time his taste won't taste so bad. He has a tendency to rely too heavily on appearance and novelty. Come to think of it, I remember seeing an odd-looking student here in a blue uniform. Could that be who put these strange ideas in his head? No. Yes. It's full of ideas for a new menu already. I know exactly what my signature piece will be. Pasta served with vegetables from Ursula Road and garnished with monkey bracken. That stuff looks kind of funky, but I've heard they're perfectly edible if prepared correctly. Bet people will be lining up to get a taste. I wouldn't be so sure. Kurt Vander would like to leave the restaurant now. I realized I went too far with the last dish. It was too outlandish. This time I'll use what I've learned and create something that appeals to everyone. All I'm concerned with is how to best benefit the Empire. In the end, McDowell's work may be for nothing. He's not going to give up easily, though. That journalist Grace from the Crossbell News Service eats here from time to time. She's always so full of energy and running all over the city looking for juicy stories. Crossbell may have changed a lot, but not her. Watching her go at it, just kind of like she's always done, is kind of comforting. Sure, there's a lot of bad stuff happening in the world right now, but I won't let it get me down. I'm seriously starting to worry about Celtio. Something to reignite his passion for experimenting with weird ingredients. I can't settle down with all these Imperial soldiers around. They all look so fierce and they're always watching us. At least I can still spend a time in a cafe without feeling like a prisoner. Speaking of some cafe, let's take a little sip of the sauce. Quite good. Them dang old guns. How much does a gun cost? 600 mira, what the hell? Kind of a weird poster to have. I mean, we've seen that before, but Today's the video where we just look at all the scenery. I mean, there's actually, you know, sometimes there's some kind of nice stuff to find or funny little things, but, oh, Stalker Wars led to a lot more people checking out my wares. Rank amateurs for the most part. Same thing happened during the whole independence mess, but I run a respectable business here. I won't just sell it to anyone. If they're so desperate for some weapons, they should join the army instead of waiting to get drafted. Well, it's just a joke, but the truth is, they ain't fit to hold a weapon without that sort of determination. I mean, I can't necessarily disagree. That's just a joke. The truth is... Yep, that's the truth of the matter. Do we need to buy... I mean, I just ain't got the money, man. I ain't got the dang money, alright? They keep making me buy upgrades too fast. I do want to check the 9 volley and the... what you call it? Trade-ins again? Because I gotta remember, which ones do I actually want to work towards? Time's a top into the loose end, I guess. Shit, which means another business trip. No rest for the wicked, eh? A business trip? Where to? Headed to Raquel this time. I have a few big contracts in the pipeline, so I'm hoping I can tackle them all together. Used to be able to keep the shop open when I was away with Jingo's help. I had to break down and bring on a part-timer or two. Hint, hint. Yeah, good luck at that, lady. I'm gonna take a joke, kiddo. Anyway, I tried hiring some a while back, but they couldn't even keep their shit together dealing with small-time mafia. Yeah, Jingo's been managing the store since she was 5. Either they were complete dumbasses, or Jingo's got the spark of a saleswoman in her. I guess. Seriously though, you want in? I'll make it worth your while. I'll have to respectfully decline. Maybe another time. Hey, Muse, what about if you just stayed here and worked at the shop and built up some passive income for us? Hell, you could keep Machias if, you know, that'll make you feel better. You know what I do? Oh, yeah, the exchanges. No, not those exchanges. These exchanges. So, alright, which one's this? Okay, we can get this. I thought we had missed one of these, but I guess not. For the talismans, I mean, we won't, but those are super expensive and won't be getting anytime soon, if at all. Proverbs, we won't. So the coin. Okay, so the super coin is actually kind of worth. I mean, the drop rate is... I'm not really going to grind for anything. Victory belt. You do get 15 speed. I'd kind of forgotten about the 15 speed. But I think we've missed all the rider stuff at this point. Or no, I think I think we can still buy one of them. Like we haven't... But we can still buy one at market price. These... I don't know. And then these, I don't think we really need. If we really go up against a fight where magic attack, like it's basically all magic attacks, we can get by with just a shield quartz and like Deva as a sub quartz or something, or Kate's. And then we want the watches. And I don't really care about the belt. So yeah, so we want the coin, we want the proverbs. I think we do want the belt after all. Because I kind of forgotten it was 15 speed, and I think the Mishi we can... I think we can dodge the Mishi. My hubby's been running down his contract trying to procure some fish to sell, but between you and me, it's not looking good. Seafood lives and dies by its freshness. There's only so much freezing it can take. Let's have to count on the Fisherman's Guild for whatever they can manage at this point. I miss Windmill Guy, man. Or Pinwheel Guy. I kind of like... I guess I never even really internalized that lower section of East Street is gone now. Back in Cold Steel 3. Which I kind of like that, like, little... I don't know, it made it feel a bit better. Or, like, bigger, I guess. But wait. Soldier gloves. No, it's rider stuff. Soldier gloves are for those magic evasion gloves that I don't think that we need to spend our resources on that. It's probably good, but, you know, part of the fun of not being able to buy everything you want is, you know, prioritizing your resources in the best way. So you... can't remember, did you guys have anything? Yeah, you just had like regular stuff. And dress gloves we don't want. Yeah, I think we maybe missed all the... I feel like there was somewhere that had one of the rider pieces of gear. I could just be misremembering them. Oh well, we can always just buy them later for more money. I guess is that really it? I feel like I thought there was something else I wanted to buy. Oh well. I feel like we've done nothing this video, so let's just try and keep it somewhat moving. Oh wait, did you sell anything? Maybe it was in here. Yeah, there we go. 8,000 Mira, what the hell? I mean, a 15 speed accessory, plus, I mean, the accuracy is also, feels a bit more important in this game so far. It feels like it's more like CS1 and 2 where you really want accuracy. But I feel like it wasn't so bad in CS3. I didn't feel like I missed that much. A friend of mine got drafted a while back, but apparently they're giving him some pretty hefty compensation for his service. From the sound of it, he's living the good life now. I'm a little jealous. This guy was like a local. Hey buddy, with the Crossbell Times, mind taking a little survey for us? The group polled Ronald on whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. That law did introduce a military stipend, so... Oh my god. He's been taken over. Yeah. When I think about it that way, it doesn't sound like such a bad idea after all. Damn it, it's already got to him. Thanks, see ya. That's 1-4. National mobilization law, huh? Well, it's not the worst law ever. At least you get something out of it, right? Dad, you have to go to the camp in Armorica now, huh? Hey now, don't look so glum. I'm leaving you in charge of the store. You're the only one I can trust with the place. Yeah, things go south real quick like you can ask the Business Owners Association for help. Right, just you watch. I'll stuff the till box is so full you'll need to buy 5 more of them on your way back. That's my girl, I knew I could count on you. Even if you can't speak English. Weirdo. Edna's gonna be taking over the shop from me while I'm gone. She's been helping out me ever since she was yay high, so trust me, she knows her stuff. Dad's going off to war, and I'll have to run this place on my own. I'm pretty nervous. I mean, of course I am. But at the same time, the best thing to do is to keep moving forward. Taylor, my first time flying solo. I can do this. Good luck. Man, there's some big ass leaks. Hannah's gonna be taking no dang. Come back. Seems like I'm losing things more and more lately. I must be getting old. They usually show up in some place I could have sworn I already checked to. Back in the old days, I could have asked one of the bracers to help me out. They're not around anymore though. Got some on my own. The people across them must have felt like they could rely on the bracers for anything. Come to think of it, the special support section had ties to the famous bracer too. That's right, Arios McLean, the man they call the Divine Blade of Wind. We saw him on the way back from our field exercises, if only briefly. He is an 8 leaves 1 blade practitioner, same as Instructor Reen. Not a swordsman alive who doesn't at least know his name. Yep, Arius is the stronger bracer of the Crossbell branch by 100 slug. He was an A rank and everything. The same level as the Purple Lightning or Heavy Blade then. Between him and Lloyd, no problem ever seemed too big to overcome. You don't say. Sorry to change the subject, but this woman's a local citizen, right? Maybe we can poll her? Shut up, Machias. Alright, we're reveling in the good old days. The good old days! Also, I do like the idea of, between him and Lloyd, no problem ever seemed too big to overcome. Let's just ignore the fact that Arius was like a bad guy for most of Azure. Or at least the most of Azure that mattered. Excuse me, do you have a moment? We're administering a survey on behalf of the Crossbell Times. The group polled Anne on whether or not she agreed with the national mobilization law. Against. I'm obviously against it. I'm surprised you even have to ask. A lot of my friends say they see it as a necessary evil, and I just can't accept that. Nothing about it is necessary. What are they thinking? Well, sir, I mean, duly noted, kind citizen. That's one against. Got plenty of new connections with the Business Owners Association. So far it hasn't done my business any good though. Times are tough for everyone. The only choice I have left is to sell my goods myself. When I first started out, I was full of big ideas on how to boost my village's economy. I should have known better. At this point, I doubt I'll even be able to turn a profit. But I have to at least give it a shot. It's my duty as the village's future chief. I'm a total rookie at this. There's no way I can make as much money as a pro like Harold did. But I have to at least give it a shot. It's my duty as the village's future chief. That's kind of cool. I like Derek showing back up. Phew, saw the meetings for this morning finished. Oh, thanks, Roy. I'm sorry to leave all the scheduling up to you. No, it's fine. I'm glad I could help. Speaking of which, we got a message from the government. It's probably something about the little donation we made. The chairman of St. Ursula Hospital has requested a consultation as well. I see, I see. I think we can fit in another meeting today, don't you think? Roy's really coming to his own. He'll make a fine businessman one day. And even Mayling's going on errands by herself now. Future doesn't look too bright, but when I see all my grandkids have grown, it gives us all heart of mine hope. Maybe I can stick it out a little longer after all. And I can live out my retirement on the train, accosting sleeping individuals and yelling at them about politics. That's my true life goal. I wonder where Mayling got to. She looked a little damp when I saw her earlier. Maybe I've been working her too hard lately. I'll have to talk about it when she gets back. These are like a pretty significant defense boost, actually. And they preserved her movement. I think I did equip something different on Eustace just because his movement was slower. Like I equipped an old pair of boots. Mayling was so happy about being old enough to go on errands by herself that I started sending her on all kinds of little jobs. Maybe I've been working her too hard lately. I'll have to talk about it when she gets back. Can we talk to you? I never actually really talked to the Bracer Guild. This is the Crossbell branch of the Bracer Guild. It seems like it's locked up. It appears the entire facility is sealed off. I heard rumors that it would be closed for good. Looks like they were true. Plenty of bracers were still active right after Crossbell got annexed, though. They did a lot of good while they still could, or so I've heard. The government probably didn't want them and the SSS undermining their authority. Yeah, imagine undermining the authority by, like, helping citizens. What a frickin'... They're the true evil beings. I've been having trouble finding good snacks since I got posted here. Oh, hey, never seen these vanilla dumpling things before. Maybe I'll check them out. I should send these back home. I bet my daughter gets some real kick out of some genuine Crossbellian delicacies. Maybe I'll check this place out. Yeah, no one tell them where you got them from. Crossbell's right on the border between the countries, so you get a lot of folks from different cultures living here. Unfortunately, that makes it all the easier for Calvert spies to slip in unnoticed. Got to remain vigilant for suspicious activity 24/7. Yeah, there's no one suspicious around or nothing. And again, it might be pretty bad to run out of energy right in the middle of training. I guess I'll let him do his thing. No one suspicious at all. Hey, don't tell anyone, but a little while ago I saw someone from the SSS and a bracer. Whoa, seriously? 2 for 2? No way! Yeah, way. I mean, I was surprised too, but as soon as I saw them, they all came rushing back. How do you know that she's a bracer? I know what you mean. No one talks about it anymore. I'd almost forgotten about them. Guess this means they're still out there, fighting for justice and all that other good stuff. Stinks have got to keep quiet about this. I bet it cheer up a lot of people. Think maybe we could tell Shanshan? She can keep a secret, right? Probably, but it's hard to get any time alone with her these days. Last time I tried, Zhang Hui nearly drove a cleaver straight through me. Oh boy, I know what you mean. He's a tough old egg. I know I told Puck about what happened, but I don't want to spread it any further. I'm just gonna keep my yap shut. Wonder what the Bracers are doing right now. The SSS too. Haven't heard from any of them in a long time. We're just out here friggin' they're living their best life, man. Whew, couldn't eat another bite. Maybe I'll take a quick drive up to Armorica. This work ain't glamorous, but it all helps support our brave troops, right? Can't believe him. What was he trying to accomplish by talking down to me like that? You can have it for free, why not? Who actually thinks like that, honestly? Why don't I just find someone happy to have it then? I got my standards, you know. Gotta say, Daddy's looking a lot calmer lately. When he falls into a rage, his cooking really suffers, and that just won't do. How can this be? She wouldn't even accept my gift. It's just a present. It's not like I was rushing in and asking around or nothing. I just don't understand. Woman? Isn't she serious? Oh, no, that can't be it. I'm an officer of the Great Imperial Army. Anyone would be lucky to have me. Shanshan never ceased to care about rank or position, though. That was part of what attracted me to her in the first place. Be cool. Think about this. What could I have done wrong? Maybe a necklace was too much for a first step? What all did she say again? I don't know. I mean, I guess she sees it as like the gift for free is, I guess, insulting? I don't know. I had a feeling it'd turn out like this. You know, Shanshan had a problem with Midden. She still could have accepted his gift, but them's the breaks. But time's up, man. It's game over. Game over. Because I don't know, it kind of seems like they've implied that she is into him a little bit. I don't know. Oh, my heart was going to leap out of my chest when I saw that soldier try to give Shanshan a gift. Huge relief and she declined it flat out. See, or I guess maybe that was why? But no, that's not really what she said, right? I mean, she seemed like she was actually annoyed at the initial, you know, the idea of giving her something for free, right? So it's not just a, like, I have to decline or else, you know, you'll get Cleaver murdered? See, Master Sangyue has no problem about protecting, no qualms about protecting Shanshan, no matter how much danger it puts him in. But nobody got hurt this time around. This is my daughter we're talking about. I knew she'd be able to sort out the good men from the trash. She did well to refuse his gift. I'm glad. It means I didn't have to dirty my hands today. I mean, I think Shanshan can do better than dude who's, like, you know, kind of lightly sexual assault someone. Right? Like, that's their go-to pickup line is like, let me just freaking, like, grab ya. Kind of a weird energy. So, what did President Lakelord say? Well, according to the investigation sponsored by Lord Lakelord, there has indeed been a drastic shift in the ecosystem. He expressed his desire to perform another survey before the war begins. However, most of the top members of the Imperial Fishing Club are already engaged elsewhere. If possible, he would like us to reach out to the Fisherman's Guild for extra members. I see. In other words, Lakelord has recognized our skills at last. Well, I say we do it. Let's get this survey thing done right. I am plenty curious about the changes in the wildlife around here myself. It's a good opportunity to find out more. Besides, we can't just leave the Imperial Fishing Club high and dry now, can we? Peter, Copan, Salem, you with us? Of course, I'd be happy to pitch in. Right, our livelihoods depend on fishing. We can't just ignore a crisis like this. No objections here. I may have given us hell in that exhibition match, but this is bigger than any little club rivalry. Nice, knew I could count on you all. First things first, Salem, let Lakelord know we're ready and willing to assist. Yes, sir. Nice work, if I do say so myself. This could help close the distance between the Fisherman's Guild and the Imperial Fishing Club a little. This world is in a fearful state right now, but we can still work hard and stay positive. Yeah, we can get drafted any day now, so we've got to make the most of our time while we still can. But I heard that we'll get to see even more of Airbone's best fishing spots either. Or could you look any less evil when you talk? And do you all say the same thing? Seems to be the case. Could close the dang old distance. Can I go upstairs? I gotta find Blue Block's card, man. Remember Blue Block? And what a character. Can't believe they got rid of him though. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Blue Block's quests are always like some of the best side quests in the game. little disappointing there. I mean, there was that one in CS3 that was like, in spirit a Blue Blanc quest, but I guess it wasn't really a Blue Blanc quest. I don't know. I'm still wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if it was like, yeah, Blue Blanc just had like this identity for a little while, just like as a joke. This is just a little tomfoolery. Okay, so we just got the Entertainment District and the Harbor District. I think we'll try and go ahead and knock them out in this video, but we'll pause for a second first. Oh my god, he's so fast. Be right back. Alright, we're back. No, we don't have to wait. We have to wait for Bishop to come back. He will eventually come running through here, maybe. I just saw him run past. He should loop back around. Bishop? Buddy? Bishop? Buddy? Come back. No, sir. I'm trying to talk to you. You get drafted any day now. Me and the army. Hard to imagine. Not deliver my own draft card? That'd be a cruel twist. He's likely lived here a while. Let's see what he thinks. Excuse me, can we trouble you to answer a question or two for the Crossbell Times? The group polled a bishop on whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. Well, I'm no fan of conscription, but I try and look at the bigger picture. The Empire would lose this war, Cross would be the first to fall. So using that law to strengthen the army before it all gets started is probably a good idea. Overall. Maybe. Sorry, I can't really make up my mind. Honestly, just the whole war get called off. Not to worry, your opinion matters regardless. I'll put him down as an undecided. I mean, I kinda get that viewpoint, I suppose. You would kinda think that, like, I don't know. Is there a Bologna's war? Maybe don't draft from Crossbell in the first place? The door is locked. Okay. Azelle rushed bound home just now. We were on our way back when we got a message saying his brother came down with some kind of fever. He arranged for medicine to be sent on ahead, so everything should be fine. For a former delinquent, he sure cares about his family. He's a curious fellow. And we'll have to swing by over there. Oh, because I never did that on back on East Street. Planning situation in the I kind of just forget about the Acacia Apartments area sometimes. Planning situation in the higher ups for him so he doesn't catch any heat for leaving work early. Honestly, I'm gonna go do that like right now before I forget. Anyone else we forgot? Nah, I think we're good. My brother Azelle is so sweet, he went to get me medicine while I was watching Yuga. I thought taking that time off would get him in trouble at work, but he said it was fine. He's gotten so much more mature since he got that job. It's a real transformation. Sorry, Azzy, I know you must be busy with work. Don't you worry about that. You're way more important to me than work. Is your head feeling alright now? Yeah, it doesn't hurt anymore. That's good. Strange that it came on so suddenly, though. Did you take the sheets off your bed last night? Wow, how'd you know? Yeah, I was so hot I took them off before I went to sleep. That figures. Listen, I know it might not be very comfy, but you gotta keep the sheets on, you'll catch a cold. That's not true. So from now on, stay under the covers when you sleep, okay? Yeah, okay. I made everyone worry. I'll be a good boy from now on and keep the sheets on my bed. Old pal Spencer helped me out back at the store and saw me back to my apartment. First time I've got home this early in a long time. Wish I could do something to thank him. Yuga's fever's gone down, thank goodness. It's all thanks to Azelle getting the medicine so quickly. He really is turning into a dependable young man. I want you to stay calm, alright? I have some news. I've been drafted. What? You mean... Yes, I'll be going away to fight the war. There's no telling if I'll come home again. I'm sorry. Father, it's not something you should need to be sorry for. I don't want you to go, and I'll be worried about you, but we can't do anything about it, right? It's a grown-up thing? I'll send you off with a smile, so you'll feel better while you're away. That's right, dear. You won't be so negative. I know you'll come back to us. You too. You really believe in me that much? Thank you. You really set my mind at ease. That's what family's for. We'll get by just fine while you're gone. I promise. Yeah, I'll become a stockbroker and support us until you get back. A stockbroker, huh? Sounds like a good career move. I squared everything away with the office. They'll have someone else cover for me while I'm gone. If you have any problems, you can always ask Sophia for help, alright? Of course. This cat sounds so lonely. Poor little kitty. Be careful out there, Father. Come home safe. I'll be a great stockbroker by the time you get back. I mean, damn, how long does he think he's gonna be gone? That husband of mine, he doesn't even like being away from home normally. How's he gonna fare in the army? Perhaps Marie could go with him to keep him some company? I mean, I think Marie's probably doing better work here. Probably best not to enter. Alright, fine. Probably best not to enter, but like, what if I wanted to enter? There's just a closet, okay? No numbers? How the hell am I supposed to know where to put the frickin' mail? Bishop's a damn genius. I mean, granted, there's only 6 boxes, so I guess after you did it a few times, you'd be able to figure out which one corresponds to where, but like... I don't feel like we could use some dang old numbers there. Okay, so we did... And we have not... we were at the Harbor District. I was like, I feel like I remember talking to people here, but like I know we didn't talk to everyone. But yeah, I was in the Harbor District and then I left. I think I'll give the troops a training session up by mines. Nice idea. There's a lot of steep cliffs and narrow paths up there. Scrambling up the rocks won't only develop their muscles, they'll toughen up them mentally too. That's just what I was going for. Gotta resort to extreme measures to make real men out of those pencil necks. I'll make them the kind of troops we can stand shoulder to shoulder with when we're out there risking our lives on the battlefield. These meatheads are gonna end up killing them way before any Calvardian can. All we can do at this point is pray for their safety. The harsher the training, the more these new recruits will improve. I'm already looking forward to seeing them in action. Can't wait to get to mains and start training. Gotta whip up these new recruits into shape so they don't embarrass us out there. Anyone who's got their draft cards has to report to the conscription office by the specified date. They'll be briefed about their duties and the attitudes expected of them. Once that's done, it's all to basic training and aptitude assessment at the Amorica camp. Based on the results, they'll get assigned to an appropriate division or more training. How do you like it, sir? Huh? Yeah, it's good. Took you long enough to bring it out. You had me worried for a minute. Right, I'll be quicker next time. Thought Eastern style food was... I always thought Eastern style food stalls are kind of crass, but this stuff's not actually half bad. And I come here all the time now. Can tell it's no fluke. Where's the Noodle Lord? The Noodle Lord? What have you done to him? He looks like a man to scrape by. But like... Where's my Noodle Lord? Hey yo. The Lord... Oh, here you are. These days I usually hand Koki the reins when I need to take a break. I have my doubts to begin with, but he's really starting to shape up. We got a long way to go, but I'll help him the best as I can. This guy's lived here for years. I'm sure he'll give us something. Excuse me, would you mind taking a survey for the Crossbell Times? The group polled Ozell on whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. Huh, what do you think? Of course I'm against it. Apart from the soldiers, the rest of my customers are gloomy as all get out. There's no spirit, no pride anymore. My noodles must be lamenting getting sorted up by such sad sacks. Right, that's just what I mean, thank you for your time. That's one against. I'm telling you, Crossbell's based. Captain Kate has been acting really strange lately. She was always so considerate before, always putting the needs of Crossbell citizens first. Since the Imperial Defense Force showed up, she's like a completely different person. I feel like a fool for looking up to her. I've said too much. Pretend you didn't hear that. Pains me to say, more and more of our forces are kissing up to the Army and the Imperial Defense Force. And just as many are going the other way. Temperatures are starting to run real high. CPD is a mere shadow of its former self now. Man, and it kind of sucked ass in the past, so that's a real indictment. Oh my fucking god. He's here! He's arrived! Me hee hee, welcome one and all. This boat will take you to a fantastical wonderland. I only came to live here recently, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I hope you all have a fun time, or else. Wow, it's a new mascot character, Mecha Mishi. Ah, yes, they debuted that show back at the Summer Festival. The one that Instructor Reen went to, I believe 55 times in total. He's supposed to be a Mishi imposter, right? You there, I am not an imposter. I am the genuine real-life Mishi. Jeez, Kurt, give it the program. Sorry about it, Mecha Mishi. We all know you're a legit Mishi, too. Me hee hee, very good, so long as you understand. You will not be called in the robot purges. I mean, me hee hee, I'm Mecha Mishi. We just gotta play along with this guy? Yes. Me hee hee, welcome one and all. Come and enjoy a me hee miraculous wonderland of dreams and wonder. Today we have with us Mecha Mishi here to welcome you to Michelin Wonderland. Please form an orderly line if you want to take a photo. Hey, what's up, gang? How's it poppin'? How can Papa and Mama smile at a time like this? Pretending they're having fun even when they're not is just weird. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh my, it's 10 years since we visited the theme park as a family. After we were annexed by Erebony, I just couldn't find myself in the right mood to go. Now's not the time to think about that. I have to enjoy today to the fullest. We're planning to have a grand time at Michelin. Maybe we'll even get lucky and come across Bichette. The guides aboard are always so fun and energetic. They know how to make things exciting. The railway is definitely a convenient choice, but to really enjoy Michelin at their finest, the cruise ship is a must. Well, guess we just have to head over to Rhineford now. I'll talk to you. Yeah, because you were the one talking about, hey, Kate. What if Campanella and Lecter were still just standing up there? Just chatting? Now it's time to find a good spot on the outskirts to do business. Up until now, international imports have always been my thing. That's how I made a name for myself. Unfortunately, that means I don't have much of a working relationship with the more local producers. There's got to be some way around this. The position of leadership of the IBC was once a hereditary one, passed through the Coyce family throughout the years. Betty Maribel succeeded her father Dieter as a CEO for a time, but she ended up being fucking evil, so yeah. But now she too has left Crossbell, leaving us with an Erebonian CEO in her place. I wonder how she's faring nowadays. I don't know. Maybe a little light child slavery or something? I mean, she inherited Wiseman's position. She's got to live up to his ideals. The Epstein Foundation has other problems as how it happened with Chief Plato. There's a young system engineer that's been impossible to reach recently. Hopefully he's just off sick and not missing like the chief was, but still. A young system engineer? Is he talking about Yona? Yona's too carefree. Doesn't he realize people are worried about him? Oh, he's fine. Our system engineer's absence is starting to worry me. I hope it's not connected to Chief Plato's disappearance in any way. He'll be cool. Gargantua class warship, length 250 arc, built May 1206, RF slate of model. Currently a total of 8 in service. 8 frickin' things, man. I mean, I know they've said that already, but like, they churned them out pretty swift. It's gonna be obvious that the bank won't lend you Mira unless they're confident you'll be able to pay it back. My loan was just barely approved, but I'm safe. I have enough to live on at the very least. As for my business, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. I don't know what I would have done without the IBC. I was talking to this kid the other day on my way home from the IBC. Talked about the government's policies about the state of the army and all kinds of stuff. Said his family are merchants in Erebonia, so he's knowledge about how military requisitions affect distribution chains. Wait, who are you talking to? This kid the other day on my way home from the IBC. I feel like I should know who this is. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a branch campus member. But merchants, whose family are merchants? I was fairly impressed. He'll go far in life. That sounds quite familiar. I couldn't remember if Stark's family were merchants or not. Because that's who I was kind of thinking was Stark, but... Or even if... I mean, I guess they're... Because in Erebonia as well, since he's from Jirai, but definitely sounds like him. But yeah, I think I do remember them mentioning he had like a merchant background, right? So that's why he was the logistics guy. Gotta say, it was invigorating to speak with someone so young who was genuinely interested in current events. We need more people like that if the next generation wants to do anything with their lives. Then he tried to challenge me to some fucking Blade game. Like, doesn't he know Vantage Masters is the new shit? Come on, get that out of here. You might not believe this, but there's a secret development division within RF. No one knows for sure whether they're allied with a noble or reformist faction. All we have are rumors. I've heard it said that they're working on something new in a factory out west. I feel a bit uneasy. Wonder what runs through the chairman's mind. How can I, cyberbully my daughter today? Oh, I'd like to transfer some money to Northumbria. That's fine. One moment while we calculate the transfer fee. Your total comes out to this. What? Isn't that a little high? Sorry, the fees are going up every day. It's all covered in the terms of service. That's how it is with the war getting so close. Have you heard about this hacker who's been really active on the Orbital network lately? Somehow they get their hands on top secret government info and post it for everyone to see. They don't leave any traces behind, so no one's able to catch them. Whoever it is, they're good. I've heard rumors about a genius hacker hiding in Crossbell these last few years. Rogue hacker versus the government is pretty exciting. He's talking about like a show. How can we be so carefree with a war about to start? What the brat said doesn't like the government. Looks like the government doesn't stand a chance of catching him. If they truly dedicated time to it, I believe even Yana may find cause for concern. I suppose they have more pressing matters on their hands. This genius hacker must be out of their mind taking on the whole government like that. If that ever happens, it doesn't really affect me. I mean, we found Yana. I mean, granted, we found him because he told us to, you know, find him, but like, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he'd be that hard to find. I may not know anything about the new Soldat specs, but there's something odd about them. Whatever it is they're working on, it can't be good. I'll talk to you. Our system. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're almost done. I think we just have the entertainment district. And then we can bounce. Well, can I go to the station? I can't remember. Did we go to the station? For the second day? Or for this advanced time? Yeah, we did. Everyone was in chaos, so I took the chance to confirm some intel. Seems like Governor General Rufus's airship is back. He's been rushed off his feet ever since that assassination attempt on the Emperor. I just hope nothing happens to make things even worse. Alright, take me to the entertainment district. Sounds like the hacker we're looking for could be hiding out in the geofront. I want a squad here and ready to investigate within the hour. We leave no stone unturned. Understood. Okay. We need to be quick. If we wait too long, the geofront's going to be crawling with officers. We're handling several important cases right now. Do this right so we don't have to intervene. Of course, we won't let you down. Oh no. Oh no. Ah ha ha! Nothing like a trip to the casino to blow off some steam. RF gave me a raise, so I got that much more to gamble with. Win or lose, you gotta take it all on the nose. Betting more than you can afford, giving it just one more shot, crap like that'll land you in the poorhouse. I'm responsible when it comes to money. I always leave a little aside. You know, pay for my drinks. I mean, maybe he's learned his lesson. Or he's just saying that. Raquel may have been questionable, but that's exactly the part I liked. Then again, this place did used to be called the City of Sin, and it does kind of have a similar vibe. That was probably a lot more fun when the Mafia was in charge. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. I don't know. Define fun. Though it was probably a lot more fun when the Mafia was in charge. Customers from the rest of Erebonia come to Crossbell's clubs looking for something a little different from what they can get back home. Whether or not I can become the top girl again hinges on whether I can figure out what it is they want to hear. I've been thinking about it so much I feel like my head's going to burst. Maybe we can safely assume this woman's a local. Excuse me, we're at the Crossbell Times. Could we trouble you for a moment? The group polled Eris on whether or not she agreed with the National Mobilization Law. Well, now I admit a lot of the finer points go over my head. It's helped me get a lot more customers from the Empire, so that's good. But on the other hand, if the law hadn't been passed, that hussy from the Capitol wouldn't have come here and stolen my spotlight. I guess, I don't know really. That's alright, thank you for your time. I'll put her down as an undecided. I'll put her down as an against. Used to lose entire days chasing my losses at the casino. It turned into a real problem. But I'm in control now. I never let things go out of hand, or at least I try not to. Hey there! Just be careful you don't pick a fight with these soldiers. They've got some short fuses. No brawls at our venue though. Mr. Drake makes sure that sort of thing doesn't happen here. Or else. Most of Arkansas Hill's key members are on hiatus. What a shame! Thought this would finally be my chance to see them perform. But when they're so satisfied discerning an opera goer like me, living in Heimdall's give me very high standards after all. Bro, the opera sucks, alright? Let's just be honest. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but would you rather see people jump 30 feet into the fucking air while spinning, or some people sing? Oh, wow, so cool. Listen up, Robson. A man's gotta have guts. In the 9th Armored Division, you'll succeed so long as you're bold and determined. Same goes for getting a girlfriend. Yes, sir. And so neither of us have enough guts. That's why we're not dating anyone, right? That's right. Now go grab a drink and get some numbers. Okay, these two's interactions have been great. That Robson guy's got a knack for it. Gosh, Corporal, you're a real ladies' man. Is he? Wasn't the whole point of that to say that he's not? He used to be this other regular, an older guy named Rick. Then he quit after he lost his knack for the slots. Most his old lady was giving him grief for coming by so often. It's a crying shame. Talking to him always cheered me up. I kind of forgot about that guy. I've lost so many times, it's got to be due for a win by now, right? This rate I'm going to lose my entire daily stipend. Bro, dude. Friend, guy. Is it just me or are you more confident these days, Yuna? You've been blessed with good friends, just like Randy was. Thanks. Speaking of Randy, is it true you were holding on to his assault rifle? Yeah, it's the second time he's asked me to keep it safe for him. Glad I was able to get it back to him. Dr. Randolph must trust you very much. A custom weapon from the Black Workshop isn't the sort of thing that could be left with just anyone. We're both good for nothings. Maybe that's why I sympathize with him. Of course, I would have preferred to return it to him in person. Let's all go out for drinks next time I see him. It'll be his treat. Man, as long as I have to pay, that sounds great. Allie and I will just have a couple of milkshakes. A milkshake? I've heard of these, but I have no first-hand experience with this product. I mean, you're getting the better end of the stick, Allie. I wonder what Randy's up to these days. Milkshakes? Great. I mean, I guess if you're like lactose intolerant, then maybe they're not that great, but like, just suck it up, deal with it, it's worth it, I promise. Hey, don't tell anyone, but Mr. Drake's had an interesting past. He still winces when he sees law enforcement. Guess that explains why he's so well connected. Make sure you don't make him mad, okay? Got it. I like the sound of this guy. I don't think we've ever established what Drake used to do. I mean, I think it was kind of implied there's a Jaeger connection, but I don't think it's ever been definitively stated. You got to know when to take risks and when to try to be careful. Sometimes greedy is good, but it might also be better to quit when you're ahead. There's no surefire way to make these decisions. A lot of it's just instinct. If you really want to know someone, you should see how they act at a casino. That's actually very insightful. Who are you thinking about me? Oh, right, like I need to ask. We already know how Reen acts at the casino. He bet 100 Mira. Usually it's the guys who get really absorbed by their passions that end up putting their relationships in danger. You can imagine how that goes. Crossbell may be part of the Empire now, but it doesn't change how we treat our customers from Calvert. At least it wouldn't if we still had any. Most of them stopped frequenting the place after the government's latest proclamation. I don't like it, but that's just how it is now. Well, I mean, aren't they getting arrested? Mr. Drake still has a gunshot wound in his chest from the old days. Be sure not to make him mad, okay? That's interesting. Yo, is that true? I wonder what Randy's up to these days. Maybe he's worrying about him. I'm sure he'll be fine. Randy, he's great, alright? No one can stop Randy. And we will hit up Hotel Millennium. No, let's do the side shops, then loop back around to Hotel Millennium. Then talk to the Barker. Looks like Pim's been settling in nicely in those Erebonian-style clubs. Would prefer he not take any of my customers, but we got different targets anyway. If Marks are out for drinks, mine are looking to shell out for some extra services. We don't get in each other's ways, owing to that, see? Are those extra services what I think they are? Una, you're blushing. What a prude. I mean, you know. As long as they're adults, I got no problem. I had my doubts about a lot of these new conscripts at first. A lot of them have spirit, and that's gotta count for something. We better watch our backs, they'll overtake us in no time. The Imperial Army originally had 20 armored divisions, and after introducing conscription, there's enough troops to staff 25 of them now. A lot of the new recruits are getting assigned based on their aptitude. They're being real thorough. This town just wouldn't be the same without this place. Where else has such an attentive bartender? I never even have to tell you my order. You always know. That's because you've literally never left. I wouldn't do that for just anyone, Sandra. The point is, I never feel more at ease than when I'm hanging out here. If this place closed down, I'd quit my hostess job. I mean it. These back alleys used to be the heart of Crossbell, back when they were still called it the City of Sin. Plenty of groups were willing to snatch the land up, but they backed off once the government took control of it. Doesn't think they have any major plans for it at the moment, though. That said, all it takes is one decision to have the whole area changed and redone. Wonder how long these back streets will be able to stay like this. People need some place where they can let off steam and vent. Our whole government understood that. Well, I mean, I guess. Could have done without the whole letting the mafia run rampant thing. Not the best. But we still haven't found the girl that's the top hostess or whatever yet, right? How do we missed her? I mean, I would guess, my mind was jumping to, I can't remember if it was Marjorie or which one, but you know, the purple ladies. So you've already managed to make enemies of Hayway. Is it brave or reckless? Hard to say, but you're definitely not a boring group. I get that you're well informed, but it's a little disconcerting just how much you know. Let me guess, your contact's that freckled hacker kid. That would make sense. Haha, bingo! I buy information from him on a regular basis. Are you leaving now? Take care on the road. Better yet, buy an amulet for safe travel from me. We can hardly exchange a few words, though you're trying to sell us something. Hey, you and Ouroboros joining forces. Things are getting interesting. Just the kind of intrigue to make one forget the tedium of life.
You ain't buying, then get out.
I mean, I do kind of want the gold coin. But, like, there's the minor issue of I got no freaking money, man. I got no money. How many spirit instances do I have? We're at the cat. Fuck it. See ya.
Come again.
Old Lady Irina Renford doesn't exist. Old Lady Irina Renford can't hurt you. I mean, if only Irina was as likable as Amelia. And Amelia is not even that likable. That's just an indictment of Irina. I really respect Manager Letitia's strong beliefs and ability to take action. She stays cool throughout any crisis. She really inspires courage in the rest of our staff. On top of that, she always makes sure to give the staff a supportive work environment that lets us feel like our job is worth doing. Working for her has been a privilege and a privilege. Are they making you say that? No, this hotel wouldn't have lasted this long without the manager. Working for her has been a pleasure. I mean, they're actually pretty good, right? Didn't they have the whole thing where they gave people free rooms, after martial law was invoked in Azure? I seem to remember that being a plot point. Alright, the rooms are clean and the beds are made. Time to tackle the communal spaces, then the laundry. Gentleman staying in the deluxe room is some kind of special guest. Aaron's told us to keep an eye on him, but what exactly are we to look out for? Special guest? I mean, I guess Lecter? Oh, you. I mean, I guess Lecter's also staying here, right? If he's in town, but... Could use some company. What could I do to get a hostess up in here? I've always had people to handle this stuff for me. Ugh, it's such a drag. Whatever, this place is fun behind all bank. It means I basically own it. I'll get one of the maids to join for the evening. Some of the girls working here don't look too that bad. I guess there was some fun here after all. Even sleazier Ash doesn't exist. Even sleazier Ash. I can't stop saying it, man. Ho ho! Doris has certainly made strides in her progress. She's gotten so used to the job, there's really nothing more for me to teach her. Now, as for Mr. Dario, who's staying in the deluxe room, his father, the president of Heimdall Bank, has asked us to see to it that Dario keeps out of mischief. If Dario cause any problems, we are to notify his father immediately. And also throat chopping. Hit him with a little, hey! Per the government's orders, we had to move our account from the IBC to Heimdall Bank. We also had to suspend any networking activities and related activities we had with Calvert and even the small-scale ventures. But we're still going to hold on to our sense of identity. We don't want to become another Faces Imperial Hotel. We're working to find ways to stand out. Here's what you could do. You could offer free rest to people who want to overthrow the government. That'd let you stand out.
Just what I needed.
Alright, we'll talk to you, and then I guess we'll go ahead and head back as well. Just go ahead and make this just a long video to go ahead and get all this wrapped up. See, a lot of Imperial Army soldiers coming through here. A lot of them come to blow their hard-earned mirror for fun. I can't blame them for wanting to enjoy themselves. There's no telling when they might get killed. This guy seems like a local. Let's see if he can help us out. Pardon me, we're taking a survey for Crossbell Times. Do you have a moment? The group polled Pym on whether or not he agreed with the national mobilization law. Well, aren't you a cutie? Don't you think you're a little young for a place like this? Okay, for the first time ever, someone's acknowledged the potential age of consent. Anyway, the mobilization law, huh? Personally, I don't have any problem with it. I mean, it's doing wonders for business, what with those soldiers flooding through into the city. Figure I've got to take advantage of it while I still can. I see, thank you ever so much for your time. That's 1-4. I guess now we know not everyone's against it. So far, there's one legitimate 4 in Crossbell. It's just a dude who wants to make money. There's the one dude who got mind controlled, like 3 undecideds and like 5 or 6 against. Oh, I never talked to you? Come, no, don't run! It's been a year and a half since Crossbell's annexed. I was all for fighting back against the Empire at first, but it's hard to stay angry when life just carries on like normal. This is probably what it was like for Jirai. Will we start thinking of ourselves as Imperial subjects someday, like them? Here's a true blue Crossbellian citizen. Survey time! Excuse me, with the Crossbell Times, do you have a moment? The group polled Ramada on whether or not she agreed with the national mobilization law. Well, at first I wasn't worried about it much, but after seeing so many of my friends have to go back to Calvert after having their property seized, I absolutely can't get behind it. Laws should exist to protect people, not punish them. Oh my god, she's the word? That's 1 against. Alright, we've got 10 questionnaires filled out. And we asked people from different parts of the city as requested. What do you think of the results? They were intriguing to say the least. Sure, so we heading back to the editor's office now? Yeah, they did it for me automatically. 5 against, 2 for, and 3 undecided. That's a little more, maybe I should say a little less than I was expecting. I thought we'd get a lot more votes for against too. Seems people saw it as an inescapable reality. Well, I mean, one of the undecideds barely counts because they were, well, I don't know. Barely knew what the question was? It seems people saw it as an inescapable reality. Yes, but there's still something else at play. Oh, you mean that guy? Yeah. Don't think about it that way. Doesn't look like a bad idea after all. Just like what happened back in Erebonia. It appears it started spreading to Crossbell. The Great Twilight. I'd heard rumors, but I'd hoped that that's always all they were. Looks like we can't hide from the truth anymore. Also, it spread to Crossbell immediately. Did you not see the cutscene uses? Do you not see how Mimi was instantly corrupted? Thank you so much for pitching in. That has helped to give me a better grasp of what's going on. Oh, let's go. I should have known I could count on Class 7. Maybe I'll have to work with you more in the future. I'm glad we could help. Best of luck with your article. Best Pog? Is it finally Kurt Vander's time to shine? What do I even want to give you? Like this and maybe the Gladiator belt? Oh. Gives Art's EP cost plus 50%. That's interesting. That's like a massive nerf. Because, I mean, that's already a problem with your melee characters, is that you can cast like 2 spells before you're completely gassed. I mean, I do think Gladiator belts are like a little oppressive, so that kind of makes some of these others a little bit better. Because at the end of the day, auto CP up is just so freaking strong. I'm not against it. Now, if that means that the true Gladiator belt is 100%, that might be a bit much, to the point of like actually almost being unusable, but I don't know, we'll see. Because I mean, like Ash has 200 mana. Like he can he wouldn't even, he might not even, he could be able to barely cast a spell. Like, I mean, you could cast like 1 Forte or a Heat Up. But I'm not, I guess like my initial reaction would be kind of mixed. We'll see. I'm not against it, but I'm also a little undecided on my thoughts on the increased EP cost. But that does mean that we can maybe actually use Kurt now. Do I want to keep Bloom on ya? I mean, honestly, Keeper is just such a great subquartz. It's just letting you like have that extra survivability to be able to take pretty much 2 hits guaranteed, potentially even 3, is so nice. Oh, yeah, I was gonna look at your, well, I still don't know how much your craft costs. Your new one, that is? I've heard rumors. It looked like that was all they were. Looks like, I'd hope that was all they were. Looks like we can't hide from the truth anymore. Thank you so much for pitching in. This has helped me give me a better grasp of what's going on. Got myself a dream job I'm working towards. Okay, you say the same thing. And do you say the same thing? Grace has been covering political economics, and Reigns is writing pieces about the military. The two of them have potential to turn out great articles. It's a crying shame we're so understaffed they can't work together. Guess it'll be a while until we can get that see that team in action again. Alrighty, that seems like our business in Crossbell is finally done. It's time to bid farewell by ending the video, and we'll head out towards St. Ursula next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.